to kdmoonchild's world. I'm Kaydie, and this is Saturday Solutions. We come together every Saturday and for a spiritual card reading that'll we're hoping, give us some guidance and direction, some solutions to what we saw this week and what we had to go through, or even what we had to go through last night, yesterday. You know what I mean? This is to help us find some solutions for the days ahead in the next week, which, as you all know, this is kind of a solstice reading. It is also because Christmas is next week. So both of those are very intense emotional times. And so here we are. Why don't we see? We need to know and get this card reading started. Let me take it down to my table. See you in a minute. Hi. Okay, we're back. Over to my table. I thought today that in celebration of the season being Yule, solstice, and all that, I'm including all of the beliefs in my happy holidays and seasons greetings because I am greeting you hello, and this is the season of life. Anyway, this is the deck I'm using today. It is, there you go, big box, sorry. Yuletide Tarot by Christopher Hughes and Erin O'Leary Brown. This is a true tarot deck. It's a little different, kind of a modern take on the Rider-Waite Smith. So, what you're looking at is a compass, 4 directions on the compass. Also with the compass, we also have sunset, sunrise. This is the valley, and this is the mountain. Valley and mountain can have very much resistance, it can have obstacles, and it can have restrictions. So, as we go through our journey around this compass, or through this compass, we will end up here, which is sunrise and the promise of a new day. This is our goal. This is where we want to be. And I have this so that you can see what the bottom of the deck is. This is the King of Good Cheer. I think he's happy. Either he just got the ship into the bottle, or someone gave him a ship in a bottle. Either way, he's got his own bottle. And he's celebrating the holiday. This is also known as the King of Cups. Okay, so let's get this party started. Speaking of parties, why don't we find out what our current situation is? Move this guy over. What do we have? Oh. The Knight of Candles. See the candles up there on the mantle? I love it. I love the artwork in this deck. Now, in this one, I gotta look up because I get the candles and the candy canes confused. So bear with me. It'll only take me a second. Wrong one. There we go. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. There we go. That's what it is. Okay. The candles in this deck, forgive me, I haven't used this deck before, and it's new. So, the candles are wands. So this is the Knight of Wands, guys. I love it. Look at him. He's adorable. I have the book in my lap so that you know. To the knights. I believe that's how it is done. Oh no, of course not. bear with me while I look this up because candles, yay! I found some candles. Let's get the night. We have candles. Oh, okay. We need the nights. I hope you all are having a good holiday season. I know it can feel really difficult when times are hard and money is lean. I understand completely. I hope maybe this reading will help you find some of the cheer and the good cheer and the joy of the season. You know, sometimes we just have to really focus on looking for stuff. You know, it's you gotta look for what you want, right? Why is it giving me the kings all of a sudden? I just want the knight. I kind of overshot my pages, sorry. Goes from the 10. Oh, it goes to the king and then down. Oh my gosh. I tell you, you guys, Knight of Candles. I found it. It speaks of being foolhardy, confident, and impulsive. Kind of feel that way lately. I don't know about you, but sometimes that's the only way I have the energy to get stuff done. The Knight of Candles is the enthusiastic individual who loves to explore and has an eagerness of travel and adventure. They like to know how things work and how they fit together, and as such, make excellent scientists and engineers. They are self-assured and have a sense of purpose and direction. But they may lack the stamina to see the project through to its conclusion. They are easily bored and will move on to the next new thing. They are exceptionally charming, and people are drawn to their sharp minds and quick wit, but they lack the maturity and discernment of their parents. So basically, his train is going to get off track here. He's off track. And he can't figure out how to get it back on. Kind of needs dad to help him. So he's going to turn on the charm. The dad will take time out from his busy schedule to help hold him together. Now, in this story, what I hear for us is, are you looking for a hero to rescue you, or are you focused on doing what you can to improve your life yourself? Be your own hero. Hero is basically what I hear in this card. It's a good card. It's in he's got plenty. He's very abundant. He's even got a warm blanket and a nice place to sit. There's fire in the fireplace. But he's worried because he thinks if that little train gets off track, he doesn't know how to get it back on the track again. And what's he going to do if dad isn't available to help him? Sound familiar? Just asking. Woo-hoo. See if I can knock the world off its axis. Okay. Let's see what the message is in the valley. So this is where we currently are, right here. We're unsure of this, what's going on. Can we get it back on track? We're feeling very off track. We're wanting to know, did we skip a timeline? What do we do? How can we get ourselves back on track again? So here's our message from the valley, all the lowlands in Gaia. Now this card can be filled with obstacles, and it depends on you, I guess, and how you feel about this subject. We have the 8 of Cups, or the 8 of Good Cheer. Is he the bartender wanting to leave? Or is he the guy who just wants one more please? Sobriety. is what this card is about. Your lack of sobriety, if you do not practice a form of sobriety of some sort, can cause you to be completely off track and needing much more than just a little bit of assistance from others. The meaning in this card. This card is about walking away. It's about having enough. It's about abandonment and escapism. Wow, I would definitely call all of those obstacles. The man in this card is not arriving. He is zipping up his coat to leave. The temptation of cocktails and a good time is not enough to keep him here anymore. It is time for him to remove himself from the equation. There are times where in order for things to change for the better, you have to admit that things have reached their natural conclusion. And it's time to move on. This is not to suggest that you have not enjoyed the process or gleaned satisfaction from it. It has simply run its course. So, there's a new journey ahead. So zip up your coat, pop your hat on, and walk away. This is the letting go card. It's also about sobriety. To have full-on sobriety, you have to let go of that feeling of the numbness that you've been searching for and looking for. And this time of year, when alcohol and other drugs and substances flow freely, this card is a warning for us. When things seem to be getting like they're getting carried away, the safe thing for you to do, hello, let's focus. The safe thing for you to do is to walk away. Put on your hat and coat. See you tomorrow. So this is a warning card. It can be an obstacle or not. Depends on your sobriety. So I will leave that card also to your interpretation as well as mine. All of these cards are open to your interpretation as well as mine. Now we have two cards here that have to do with spirits and an artificial feeling of satisfaction or numbness. Keep that in mind, please. Move my little globe here. As we move up to the mountain, put this guy down here. As we move into the mountain, and here we have two cards today. So the first card that we get is the Nine of Good Cheer. Once again, Cups card. You know, cups are about our emotions. She looks very happy. I mean, I'm looking at her face. Look at her. She looks like she had a good time. She's also looking at the mess. And yeah, she's got some to clean up, but what's left there can wait till morning. So sit down, finish off the wine before you go to bed. You worked hard for this. Enjoy this celebration. You've worked hard for where you're at. Be grateful for that. That is what this card is telling us. And then we do that. We don't need to worry about it being an obstacle. We got to clean up tomorrow because it's mostly done now. So relax and enjoy the fruits of your labors, for they are many and they are plenty. You just have to look for them. Now, this card is the second card. It is the Wheel of Fortune. And look, it's covered with mountains and obstacles and getting stuck in the snow. But look, there's also a valley right there. See my finger? Interesting. Bear with me with my light. I'm sorry it's a little washed out. I got to get used to this light and set it properly. Brand new. And I've never worked with a box light before. Not a ring light, thank goodness. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. You know, we know the Wheel of Fortune in the normal tarot, but I'm looking it up in this beautiful book because, number one, I like looking at the book. It's a pretty book. And number two, the cards are a little different and so are the meanings. So I just want to double check. Don't want to get it wrong. Here we go. Wheel of the Year. See what I mean? Isn't that a pretty... Show you the card up close. This card speaks of destiny and change. High on top of that mountain plateau in the depths of all the snow is your answer that you're looking for the change that you want. For the change that you want. Find the quiet in the snow. Because your answers right now are half buried, and that's a golden tablet. You can only see the top half. You cannot see what is underneath. You cannot see what is below the surface. And so this card is tempting to ground us in a manner where we are aware of the forces around us and how we are not separate from them. We are a part of those forces. They go through us, around us, and they carry us. There are times when we need to relinquish control and allow ourselves to succumb to the powers of the wheel and trust in its direction. Finding this card implies that change is coming, whether we like it or not. The control freak in you might despair in seeing this card, but take a deep breath and ride the wheel. You don't know where your fortune's going to go. It's exciting that this new change, this new world, this newness is coming to us. Because we're going to create a fair world for everybody. One where we don't have to hide if we're different. And that's our mountain of obstacle. So up here, the obstacle really is in seeing how far you've come, getting comfortable with what you've accomplished so that you can let go and let it move on. Right? You're going to let it go, move on, and not worry about whether you're on track or not. Cleaning up the mess, staying sober, looking for your version of sobriety and believing in it and carrying it with you will help you ride the wheel of fortune, the change that is coming. Be ready, because you're being asked to make some decisions that aren't going to be easy. And As a matter of fact, they're going to be very difficult. But their questions and the like that are going to be telling of what your standards and values are. So, are you ready for that? I know I've say this. I feel like I say that almost every week. I feel it every week. So let's see what our conclusion is. Wow, look at all this good cheer. Yeah, the page of good cheer. You know what I'm getting big time from all of this? Sobriety and good cheer is not connected to a party, group of people, substance. It is a state of mind. Page. So that you know exactly what I am saying. Good cheer, where are you? There we go. Oh, it's the king. And the queen. And the knight. And there's the page. Wouldn't you know? It's at the very end of the book. Is that crazy or what? Yeah, and then now that I know about it, now I think about it. Yeah, she is at the end of the book. I remember seeing this in the review I did. This card speaks of being kind, attentive, and overly analytical sometimes. This page is okay. It's interesting because it only gives me a reversed meaning. She's not reversed. She's very much upright. So, sure I don't have my pages mixed up. I don't. The page of good cheer is a kind-hearted individual who wears her heart on her sleeve, and as such, they attract a lot of attention and encourage it. However, they do not possess the emotional maturity to deal with relationships of the heart, and are easily hurt or read too much into the situation. This is the person who analyzes a text message and completely gets the wrong end of the stick. Their sensitivity expands to include art, and they are often exceptional musicians. They are attracted to the subtle worlds of spirituality and may demonstrate powerful psychic tendencies. To bring out their potential, this individual needs to be encouraged, treated kindly. I think that's kind of what I tell you guys all the time about treat each other, be kind to one another, you know? We talk about kindness. And for a long time, it's like kindness was a sign of weakness. It's not. It isn't. It's actually kindness is a type of strength. Hang in there. And in this season, to light your way, don't worry about getting off track. Enjoy yourself. Understand there's going to be stuff to clean up when you're done. When the party feels like it's getting too much, when things feel like it's getting too much, it's time to leave. Put your coat on, put your hat on, let it go home. Find your way home. This is your way home. The wheel of fortune, the good. It's the wheel of the year, okay? And yes, half of it is buried down there because that's the year that's coming for us. You don't want to know I don't know about you, but it's fun to guess what's coming. But I don't necessarily want to know ahead of time, because then I would be waiting and waiting and waiting for it to arrive. And that just doesn't get it for me. I don't know about you guys. So, we got the king. Look at all this cheer. Spirit is wishing us good cheer this Yuletide season. You guys, make it a point in your head to make some new traditions. This year I know is up in the air, but at least make this be about your gratitude and being grateful for what you do have instead of looking for what you don't have and what you want. If you want more, be grateful for what you have. Now, if you're hearing dogs, I apologize. Those are my neighbor's dogs. They bark all the time. I have the windows and doors open. It's beautiful here. What's the message from the critters that live around us? Depression lies. There is no circumstances that is unchangeable, and there is no situation that is ever hopeless. If you're not getting the answers that you need to continue with your transformation with life, to help you with your endeavor of improving yourself, maybe you need to change the resource. If you're not getting what you need, go to where you know you can. Instead of getting all depressed because it's not working out the way you want it to, when you want it to, look at it as though, how can I find a way to go a different route and get the same result that I am trying to achieve? I thank you guys for being here. Yeah, this reading's been over a half hour. Thank you for being here. I wish you a very merry, happy solstice. And if you would like to join me on Tuesday, which is Christmas Eve, in the morning, 10 a.m. Mountain, 9 a.m. Pacific, I would be more than excited to have you join me for my Christmas Eve show. We're just going to hang out and maybe drink a little nog, have a lot of conversation, listen to some Christmas music, and get prepared for setting up for the night and for the following day. Join me, won't you? And we'll see you next time. You guys, be kind to one another, because there definitely is a time coming when together we will have to be together to thrive. It is no longer a question of survival. It's a question of thriving. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye now.